Hi, my name is Eileen Mostricht, and today I wanted to talk about whether it's a good idea to put an adult child on a bank account with you as a joint owner. When somebody is on as a joint owner, what that means is that when you pass away, that joint owner is going to own that account 100%. So during your life, a couple good things about this account are that it can avoid probate, because again, it'll just pass directly to that child, no probate. And if you are applying for the Medicaid long-term care program, this is not considered a penalizable transfer if you add a child to your account. Also though, Medicaid, as I've said in other videos, Medicaid has asset limits. And if you have a joint owner on an account, they are not going to split the account and attribute part of that account to your child. They're going to attribute the value of the whole account to you. So they're just, unless you can prove to them otherwise. But the good news is it's not considered a penalizable transfer. A couple things to keep in mind though about a joint account with a child is that if the child has creditor issues, the creditor could potentially attach that account. They would have to sue your child and get a judgment, but then they could seek to attach that judgment and recover from that account. And I've actually seen that happen. So just be really aware of that. And then also, if your goal is to have all of your kids receive whatever's left over in that account when you pass away, the joint owner is not under any legal obligation to share that with them, because just by operation of law, when you pass away, that whole account goes to the joint owner. I mean, you certainly could have a conversation with your child and say, look, these are my wishes. I really want you to honor them, that I want you to share this, whatever's left over, with all of your siblings. But there's no binding authority for them to have to do that. The alternative, the way around that, is if you want to guarantee that all your kids are going to share in what's ever left over, would be to do a revocable trust, and as your primary means of disposition for your assets when you pass away. And then you certainly could name that adult child as your co-trustee or your successor trustee, and have the same result of them being able to access your monies and help you pay your bills. But it would avoid that problem of the money not, technically or possibly not being split among all of your kids. And it also, by doing the trust, would avoid the issue of it being attachable by a child's creditors. So just a couple things to keep in mind. There are definitely pros to having an adult child on your account. It can really help you and be convenient for you, but there are a couple things to keep in mind. So you just kind of have to weigh the pros and cons.